And welcome back to the baseline. And today we're going over the wild card series, and we're gonna preview the division series because that is all set for us. And some series were a shocker to me, and most of it was fun to watch. So let's get right to it. Let's start with probably one of the most easy ones. The Los Angeles Dodgers swept the Cincinnati Reds. I kind of figured that. They scored a ton of runs against the Reds. I think the first game was 10-5. The second game was 8-4. But I want to talk about that because both times that they, in both games, they were up a lot. The Dodgers. I think they were going like 10-2, going to like the 8th or 9th. And then the Dodgers bullpen made it a half-game lead. Same thing in game 2. Now, the Reds are not like a super team. They're not gonna capitalize. But that gets me worried with the Dodgers bullpen for this series against the Philadelphia Phillies, because the Phillies are stacked. The lineup is stacked. They are going to find so many ways to beat you, whether that's get a leadoff man on Kyle Schwarber. I think it's going to be a threat to the Dodgers. I know you saw him a couple weeks ago. I know Kiki Hernandez is like, hey, bring them on. But they took 2 out of 3 against you when the last time they played. This Phillies team is a threat to dethrone the Los Angeles Dodgers. I think they got Christopher Sanchez pitching game 1. He's been phenomenal for this Phillies team ever since Wheeler has been on the IL. Trey Turner's been playing well. Bryce Harper, well, he's Bryce Harper. He's always going to come in the clutch. Schwarber is one-run pitch, and he's sending the ball 500 feet into the stands. Castellanos has actually been playing really, really well. Brendan Marsh has been getting on base. I mean, yes, it lines up with the Dodgers hitting. The pitching is one of the most well-played pitching right now. Snell pitched really well, and Yamamoto also pitched well, with Sasaki coming in game 2 to close it out. But you gotta make sure you have the right pieces for this Dodger club. Like, yes, you have Ohtani, and they've been walking Ohtani to get to Betts, who actually is hitting well. He's taking that advantage for with them walking Ohtani. But the one thing that he's saying is, I expect the Phillies to walk Ohtani. They're not going to walk Ohtani. They're not. They're not afraid of him. And they're just going to try to get him out. It's the playoffs. They want to get to the championship series. They want to get to the World Series. That's their goal. That's their mission. They're long overdue to get there again. They are. And I believe they're going to fight and scratch and claw. They're not scared of the Dodgers. I think they wanted to face the Dodgers. And it's like, hey, bring it on. Let's go. Come on. We're going to do this. We're not scared of you. I think it's going to be a fun series. Actually, out of all the division series that is set for tomorrow, I'm more excited about this one than anyone else. That's my opinion. I think this is the most exciting division series right now. It is. It 100% is. I believe. I don't really like the other ones. That's just me. But yeah, the Dodgers swept the Reds. I am still worried about that bullpen a little bit. I mean, you expect it to happen, but anything can happen in baseball. So we'll see. We'll see how that goes. The Cubs defeated the Padres, which I was actually really shocked about. I thought San Diego was going to go just because of the bullpen that they have. But yesterday, I don't know, you had 7 hits. You didn't really capitalize on runners on base. I mean, yes, they got the home run in the 9th, but it was already too late. I don't know what San Diego did. I don't know what's going on. I mean, I know Suarez was in the 6th. Again, it's a playoff game. It's a game 3. Winner take all. But again, it's just, I don't know why San Diego, and we've seen it a lot, like, they'll fight. They fought last year. They were about to eliminate the Dodgers. They had the team to do it, and then this year you lose to the Cubs. Not saying that the Cubs are not a bad team, but it's just, even them in game 2 weren't really organized. They went with an opener for Imagama. I mean, Taillon was phenomenal. They're doing this without the rookie. Maybe he'll be back in the division series. Maybe he goes to the championship series. I'm not 100% sure about him. Horton, I think his name is. So it is a little tricky to see where he goes. I think if they have him, they will be okay. But Milwaukee has been phenomenal as of late. And I mean, yeah, again, it is postseason baseball, but it's also another division matchup that we've seen 19 times out of the year. Not saying that it's going to be bad. Not saying that it's going to be one of the worst series. It's just these division matchups now are happening so early in postseason play. Like if it was Cubs, Brewers in the championship series, okay, yeah, I could probably get excited for it, but it's like, it's the division series. I don't know, my opinion, I don't think Milwaukee or the Cubs are going to be better than Philly and the Dodgers if they get there. But again, like I said, it is postseason baseball. I am excited, though, to watch Freddie Peralta. The dude's been phenomenal. I think he had, like, a run that hasn't given up a run in, like, 14, 16 innings. Something crazy like that. Like, he is the ace of this staff. And I won't be surprised if, like, in a year or two, we're talking about him being a Cy Young Award candidate. I mean, he is really phenomenal. Christian Yelich had a great year, so I'm actually excited about how he would do. Same thing with Jackson Chourio. I mean, the Brewers, they won the division for a reason. The manager's old school, which I like. I've heard it that he actually goes on, and if the players make a mistake, sets them aside and he talks to them. He holds the team accountable for their actions, which I love that, because now, you hear that a lot with people like, oh, you can't do that. The game's changed and this and that. The game hasn't changed. Yeah, I mean, yes, the game's changed. But you would rather have a guy, at least for me, I'm still young. I'm 27. I would rather have a guy tell me what I'm doing wrong. Otherwise, I'm going to keep doing it. I don't want a coach to be my friend. That's just me. Like, even at work, like, I have a boss. If I'm doing something wrong, why not tell me? And, sorry about that. Dropped my phone. Dropped my phone. I am doing this from my car. Most people know that that I do this from my car. But anyway, like Pat Murphy tells these guys, like, hey, this is what you're doing wrong. This is that. And then I guess the next day, they'll work on it before the game starts. Like, me personally, I rather have that than a guy try to be my best friend. I think you get more respect out of that. I think that's, if they could go a long way, I think that's what teams should be considering is, hey, this works. This really, really works. We gotta help players accountable. Not saying like bench them, but like they make a mistake, pull them aside. Hey, what was that? Do this instead. And I think that's why the Brewers are where they are right now, despite having a good team. But yeah, I mean, this series, like I said, it's not really appealing to me, but I think it's going to be fun just to see how everything goes. Between the two teams, because, I mean, they're in the same division. They're going to try to knock each other out, which I guess that's what you want in postseason baseball, is to be like, yeah, like, knock them out, try to go to the next series. It's going to be fun. And they're not really I'll say both of them are like a mid-market team, which I like. I like that, having that underdog be there. It's nice to have. Let's go to the American League, where, and shockingly, I would say I'm surprised, the Tigers defeated the Guardians. And for whatever reason, it was due because of the pitching staff. I had zero faith in Flaherty. I had zero faith in Mize. I said that in my wild card preview. I only had faith in Skubal. I only had faith in Skubal. I thought once they won Game 1, I thought Cleveland was going to come back, and Cleveland has. They took Game 2, but Mize did pitch well, and Flaherty just pitched well, which it was shocking to me since he was really terrible the whole season. Well, not terrible. I mean, he was up and down, but I mean that's Jack Flaherty for you. And yeah, also AJ Hinch was pushing the right buttons. I still don't get why he hit Green in Game 2. I mean, I guess you probably want the matchup, but I mean, he's one of your best players on that team. Why not keep him in and try to get the base hit, try to go for the sweep? But you know, that's just me. But yeah, the Tigers, like I said, they're really an up and down team. They're not the most complete team. I even heard Game 1 they might just do a bullpen game. Why? I mean, now you're facing Seattle. Seattle is a really, really tough team. They actually, I think, might be the dominant team in the American League. They got the pitching. They got the hitting. If the hitting continues to be where it's been the last couple weeks. And they got the bullpen. The bullpen's been phenomenal for them. So, you know, to me, it's like they have what they need. I'm just a little worried about the Tigers and how the Tigers are. Because, I mean, yeah, you face Cleveland. You know what Cleveland is about. But for now, the Mariners, you have Wu and Gilbert and Luis Castillo. You have those guys now got to pitch. In a blinking of an eye, if you don't get to them, well, your season's over. And, you know, you have Cal Riley, who hit 60 home runs. You have Julio Rodriguez, who towards the end was on a phenomenal hot streak towards the end of the season. Randy Arozarena has put it together. J.P. Crawford is doing phenomenal for them as well. I mean, Suarez, I mean, I'm not really scared, but he is a home run threat. Josh Naylor actually stole 30 bags this season. So, I mean, he's actually kind of a threat in that lineup as well. Compared them to the Tigers, I mean, the difference is night and day. And the Seattle's ready to win. I think they got the team to do it. I mean, I think that one will be a fun matchup as well. Because, like I said, I was shocked by the performance Detroit has made. Because I thought Cleveland was going to win all the way. Cleveland just plays the small ball. You know, I was wrong. Yeah, so I think that would be a fun, just how both teams are kind of similar. But yeah, I don't really like the bullpen for Game 1. That's the rumor. And then you'll go Skubal game 2, Mize game 3, and I heard Flaherty and, if necessary, back to Skubal, which, again, I mean, yeah, you gotta do what you gotta do to win, but I don't like the bullpen game 1. That's gonna hurt them. Especially if you use a good majority of your bullpen game 1, you're screwed. Yankees ended up being the Red Sox, which I was shocked about just because of the performance in game 1. I still don't understand why Boone took Fried out. I think it was like the 7th inning after 102 pitches. I don't get that. But hey, I mean, they ended up winning games 2 and game 3, which you like. They really didn't score as many runs, but they did get help by the pitching, which is what you like to see. Fried shut them out until the bullpen came. That's when the Red Sox hitting started to come. The Red Sox hitting also got to Rodon. But Jazz Chisholm, his base running did help them out. After he got sit out in game 1, and Ben Rice helped him out as well in game 2. And then game 3 is just they got to that young kid for the Red Sox. Giolito wasn't available. He was hurt, which I think also hurt the Red Sox. And what also hurt the Red Sox was, I don't know what Alex Cora was doing. Like game 1, you left Crochet in. Cool, he was dominant. Game 2, you took Bello out way too early. I think you took him out in the 2nd inning. And then yesterday, the kid's struggling. You're seeing he's struggling. And it's already 4-0. Why not already pull him when it's like 2-0? You were so in a hurry to take Bello out game 2, and you let this kid in. Like, were you waiting for it to be 7-0 before he came out? I really have no idea what was going through Cora's mind. I don't know why you left the young kid in that long. And it hurts you. Why? Because the hitting wasn't perfect. That guy, Cam Schittler, how do you pronounce that name, was phenomenal. 8 shutout innings. He had, I want to say, he had like 13 strikeouts. No walks at all. I'm not going to say the best, but it's one of the best pitching performance in Yankees history. He did phenomenal. He showed up. He can handle the pressure. Now you got to do that with the Blue Jays. And I know it's the whole crowd moment. Bring on the Blue Jays. Bring on the Blue Jays. Yeah, but the Blue Jays have the Yankees number. Again, anything can happen in baseball. I get it, especially since the Blue Jays really don't have a pitching rotation right now. But the hitting is dominant. Especially if they get Bo Bichette back. I don't think they will. There hasn't been news as of this recording about Bo Bichette being back. But Vlad Jr. is hot. George Springer has been hot. Hell, even Dalton Varsho is doing phenomenal. That's a name that just came out of nowhere. That team, that lineup scares me because they don't try to hit the long ball. They try to play small ball. They're similar to Milwaukee. They will work the count. They will get the pitches that they want to hit. And they're not going to hit the ball 400 feet. Hey, guys on second. Okay, I'm going to hit it to right. I'm going to hit it to left. No, yeah, I'm going to hit it to right so I can get the guy to score. That's the Blue Jays' way. And I think that is going to be where Toronto might try to take over with the Yankees. They're going to make the pitching work. That's their dominance. Is the hitting recently is not going to swing at bad pitches. They're not going to chase the zone. They're going to work the zone. So we'll have to see how that goes. I mean, it's a toss-up either way. Both teams are really, really good. I mean, like I said, the Yankees, like the hitting, the heroes were people you didn't expect for the New York Yankees, which is a good thing. You know, you expect Stanton, you expect Judge, but it was Jazz, it was Ben Rice, it was Rosario. You know, if they keep this up, if they even get Judge and Stanton hot, they're dominant. The Yankees will be back to the New York Yankees. I think the only downgrade for Toronto is the starting pitching. I mean, Gausman really didn't pitch well in the last game of the season. Jose Berrios is in the bullpen now. Why? No idea. Scherzer, I think he's done. I mean, Shane Bieber might be the only one who's really dominant consistently. Yes, he gives up runs here and there, but after that, he is lights out performance. So that and the bullpen. Towards the end of the bullpen, like Hoffman, I don't trust him. I really don't trust him to be my closer. But he is. I mean, you're paying him that much money, so he has to be. So that's the division series. Who I think is going to win, that's going to be tough. I think Seattle takes Detroit over. I think they're just more of a complete team, as I mentioned. Yankees, Blue Jays, that's a toss-up. I'm going to say Yankees. I think the Yankees could actually win. I mean, I'm getting way far ahead of myself, but I can see them being in Toronto. And if they do, look out. But I'm going to pick the Yankees. I'm going to pick the Yankees over the Blue Jays. I like what I saw this wild card series. As for Cubs, Milwaukee, I just like them overall as a team. No offense to the Cubs, but I will say Milwaukee. And Dodgers and Phillies. Oof. I'm going to say Philadelphia. The Phillies hittings could get to that bullpen for the Dodgers. They're not scared. One wrong mistake, and Philly's going to capitalize. So those are my winners. Seattle, New York, Milwaukee, and Philadelphia. I think those guys are going to win. Let me know what you think. Who do you think it's going to win? I have fun doing these. I really hope you guys do as well. I mean, thank you for all the views. If you do like what you hear, please hit subscribe or at least like. It really helps out the channel. And thank you, like I said, thank you guys for so much for doing it, especially here on YouTube. But let me know your comments. Who do you guys think are going to win? What did you like about the wild card? We will be back for whenever the division series ends. Probably if one ends before the others, we'll probably do a recap on that. Just so it's not really long uploading wise. But for that, I must sign off, and I will see you all in the next one.